right, welcome back, guys. We have another challenge on deck here today. Today, where we go out and try to trade away the entire Toronto Maple Leafs roster for the entire Colorado Avalanche roster. Now, can we do it? That's the big question here. Colorado's got some good players. McKinnon, Rantanen. Now, we don't have to get Byram, thankfully, because that's some high trade value. We just have to get their players currently on their roster. Makara, another big one there. Landeskog. So they have four big guns. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 4 big guns. Counting Grubauer would make 5. I think Grubauer's he's got like no trade value, so we may be able to get Grubauer pretty easily here. I gotta stay on Colorado. I guess we can't really trade to ourselves here, so we'll stay on Colorado. Wanted to take a peek at these Toronto Maple Leafs though here real quick. Freddie Anderson a lot better on the trade value, so we should be able to make amends there trading Freddie for their goaltending. And over here at Skater, we have Matthews, Marner, Riley, Tavares, and Nylander. Again, 5 big guns. Sandin is a minor league guy, and as we did in our previous video with, what was it, Pittsburgh and Edmonton, we'll end up having to trade away these AHL players, these draft pick players, because EA doesn't really do like the fair trade stuff, so we have to, over splurge a little bit to kind of make this stuff work, but we can do it. I think this one's doable. We'll start with Matthews. Let's start with Austin Matthews, the only guy with max trade value over here on the Toronto Maple Leafs. We want McKinnon. Will they do Matthews for McKinnon straight up? That is quite the trade offer. Well, they probably won't. They got Matthews at elite, and they got McKinnon at franchise potential. Actually, McKinnon's got a little bit more trade value. I did not see that in that meter there. Did you guys see that? Oh, there is just a little. If you look, there is a very small tad there. I never noticed that. That's very small. So there's no chance they're just going to go and do that straight up. Yeah, they're definitely rejecting that one. I don't know what we're going to have to give up plus Matthews. I don't want to give up too much. We can give up Sandin, but then we're going to have to go over there and try to grab something else here if we're going to give him up. So we'll try Joss. Let's try Joss. I don't know if that's going to, that's definitely overpaying, but again, it's going to be tough. We have to overpay by a lot to get these players, but we'll try it though. McKinnon and Yost for Sandin and Matthews. Trade has been accepted. A beautiful assistant GM, best roster. Yeah, we'll make that happen there. So we're gonna cruise along here. That was decent. That's a start. We got Matthews, we got Jost, and why is it not Yost or Jost? I really want to say it's one of those two. So let's see what else we can go through here. Well, we better start with Colorado. We're looking at players we can trade away here. We have to get McKinnon. We have to get Rantanen. Makar, Landeskog, Sandin, Kadri, or Sandin's part of the team now. He got promoted to the NHL squad, really, right off the bat there. Make sure we don't trade him back. I want to try to get the bottom line guys out of the way here first. We're going off of Colorado's most recent lineups thrown out there, by the way. So if there's injuries, if there's players been swapped around, maybe you see this video a week later. That is why we're going straight off of whatever Colorado threw out there in their last game. So we're going to try to pick Bellemare, Zadorov, Cole, try to pick these guys up for the bottom guys here. See if we can't trade away some of Toronto's bottom guys and get these guys in return. Save some draft picks if we can. So we're going to have to grab guys like, let's see if we can find him. Dermott, you're not a fourth line guy, are you? You could possibly be. What do I know? Yeah, you are a fourth line guy. Dermott, you guys want Dermott? That's a good trade value though. There, getting rid of Dermott. All right, we'll do it. We're feeling very friendly today. There's Timashov, Goche, and there is, did I miss a guy? Who is the fourth line holds a defender? We're not looking for him. More nope, that ain't it. It's Marchman, right? Yeah, is that how you say his name? Yeah, right there, Marchman. All right, well, he's in the AHL right now. He's playing for Toronto though, so we're gonna make that trade again. Probably an injury thing, if I had to guess. Is that 4 players? Did we throw 4 guys on there? Let's take a look here. So we threw none. We just took a look at everybody and then clicked their names. That was intelligent. Grade A YouTubing right there. Penitent would recommend doing that again. So we'll click and try this again. There, and actually some of these Toronto guys have a lot more trade value than I was expecting for these bottom line guys. I like it. So we might actually be able to go 4 for 4 here. We'll see what Colorado's thinking. The par is, it's kind of close. What do you guys think? Trade accepted. This is going a lot better than our last one was. We had to do some overpaying. So according to EA, the way it's looking, Toronto's got the better roster. Even for the future, we did throw on an AHL guy. Let's keep that in mind there at one point in time there for Toronto. But for the most part, we've been doing pretty good here. But we got Matthews sent over for McKinnon pretty easily. Obviously the other big fish is going to be Rantanen and Landeskog. But let's see, we have, they do want to send Calvert. They want to send Comfer. And then Colin Wilson. Can Wilson go with these guys as well here? Is Wilson hurt? I don't see Wilson in the lineup, but I'm just going to say Colin Wilson's probably going to be playing. We'll throw him in there. We'll throw him in there for a good time. Wilson, you can be added, and then Nieto needs to go as well. And we're going to go big. We're going to throw Burakovsky on there as well. Throw it out in an entire line once again. This time, what is that, the third line? Do we throw a defender in here? No, all forwards. We're going to be down to just about all the big guns here in a second. And we're going to go walk over to Toronto, see what they're willing to wheel and deal on the way back. Might take a little bit here to get her done. We'll have to throw on probably Cap, probably Janssen, I would have to assume here. Kerfoot's, we'll go Zach Hyman. We'll go Zach Hyman. Ian Cole, you are not going nowhere. When did we trade for Ian Cole? That is not Ian Cole, is it? It is Ian Cole. I don't remember making that trade for Ian Cole, but nonetheless, we got it taken care of, I guess, there. And then, what is it? Did we dig? No. Paton, Hull was got... I thought we traded Hull. All right, we didn't trade Hull. Fine, then. And Engvall. What up with all the guys in the AHL and Elise roster right now? They have to be playing the injury game. That's not going to work. That is not going to work. Spezza, Hyman, Janssen. It might actually work. Calvert, Comfer, Wilson, Nieto, Burakovsky. I mean, what do you think, Colorado? 5 for 5 again? I don't think you're going to get that lucky twice in a row. Oh, it worked! Okay, then. This is too easy. Colorado wants to get fleeced. I mean, they worked with the Leafs before and got fleeced, so I can understand what they're thinking here. They're like, we just like giving the Leafs players. I think it was a good combination here, Leafs and Colorado. That was actually a good job by us by going over there and picking these two teams, I think, and choosing Toronto. All right, so here's where things are going to start to get sticky. We got to start picking up them defenders. We're talking Graves, we're talking Gerard and Johnson. That's going to be a pretty steep trade. Maybe we can go and do trading for Toronto, though, as well, as far as defensemen are concerned here. We'll see what we can give up here. Can we give up Barry yet? Muzzin's got some trade value, so that's pretty decent there. Muzzykins must be injured by the looks of it. We got to trade Muzzin, though. He's a great player. He's an 85 overall. At least that's good there. We'll go Muzzin. We'll go CC. Yeah, we'll go CC. And do we go Tyson Berry? I don't know if we can go Berry. That's a first-line D pair. We didn't throw in a top D pair for Colorado. Oh, yeah, we did. We threw one of them in there. Yeah, we did. So we could do that if we had to. But Muzzin, look at that trade value on Muzzin. If we can avoid having to trade him, that would be nice. We'll try Hull and CC. I don't think Muzzin's going to have the trade value to make this work, so we're probably going to have to add somebody else onto this. Yeah, it's looking like that's not going to work. We'll give it a try, though. Yeah, they're not going to take that. All right, so let's see what kind of defense Colorado's got left. They got McCarr. Oh, jeez, we ain't trading for McCarr. We'll pass on that one. We can do Sandine, Thermont, no. Byram, no. I think that's everybody. That's 3, and then we needed McCarr. We can't do McCarr in that trade, so we'll try to look at some forwards here over on Colorado that we can pick up. Kapanen Janssen, Donskoy. I do like that. If we could throw on Donskoy, and then, I mean, we're going to have to, I guess we're going to have to give a decent trade value worthy type of player here. So if we have to do that, at least we're getting something in return. Do we want to give up Neil? I can't give up Nylander. What if we make this a blockbuster trade and we give a Marner? And we try to pick up McCarr. That ain't going to work either. That is not going to work. Who can we trade? Who's got some trade value for you over here, Toronto? We want to try to avoid as many AHL guys as possible if we can. We're going to try to avoid... Oh, Kerfoot. Did we not trade Kerfoot yet? We could do Kerfoot. And I like that. Let's try Kerfoot. We could drop the Donskoy thing then, I think. We'll give it a try just to see what they think. Now they're going to take it. But I don't mind doing just Kerfoot. And then we'll have to get Donskoy down the road here. Will they take that? Yes. Okay, that's perfect. That's great. Love to see it. And now, if I am not mistaken, I think we're down to just Kadri and... Why is it not saving when I'm clicking on those players' names? I think we're down to Kadri and Donskoy as far as players that are not big names over here on Colorado. Now, the question is, who can we give up on Toronto where we're not hurting ourselves? You know, we're going to wait. We're going to wait on those guys, Donskoy and Kadri, because we have to make sure we can get the big dog here in Mikko Rantanen. So we'll start with the Rantanen trade here. We'll go Rantanen for... They're not going to do Tavares. They're going to want Marner. We'll do it. We'll do it. Marner for Rantanen. Winger for a winger, 10 mil for 9 mil. What do you guys think here, Colorado? They are saying trade rejected. All right, we're going to have to throw on likely a draft pick here because there isn't a whole lot more we have to offer. We've traded away pretty well everything minus what? Maybe 2 or 3 players here as well on Toronto. Maybe they'll take Marincin. We got to trade Marincin. He's currently on the roster. I'm assuming that's not enough. Imagine just throwing on Marincin and they're like, take it, sure. Oh, you know who they want. They want the late great Nathan Horton still under contract. Love to see it. Still raking in that dough. We'll go. Wow, look at these draft picks. They're worth a whole lot of nothing. Toronto don't even have a first round draft pick this year. This could be a challenge. All their draft picks are worth absolute dirt. Did you see how little the value those draft picks had? This is going to be something. There we go. We got McKinnon. All right. Assistant GM best roster. We'll make that work. But wow. We better, I don't know. We have no trade value. Colorado's got trade value. They got just as many studs as we do. So we have to get Makar, Landeskog. Is that it? Makar and Landeskog. And then I think we had, a defenseman and Donskoy. Who was the defenseman that we had to pick up still? It was Muzzin. We had to still get, no, it wasn't Muzzin. Muzzin, we traded for it. Well, who the heck was it? It wasn't Makar. We got, well, it was Makar. CC Connaughton. Was it Hole? No. Oh, it wasn't a defenseman, it was Kadri. All right, yeah, we needed Kadri, so let's see what we can do with that. Yeah, Kadri was the other guy. Decent trade value there. We might be able to do a smallie for a smallie here. Kadri, or a medium for a medium, more or less. Kadri, and we got to get Donskoy to complete these guys' forward swaps. Did I pass up Donskoy? Probably. No, I'm looking at trade value again. Donskoy, you got to be around here somewhere. There you are right there, buddy. Welcome to the trade. How you been doing? How's your day been? Hope you enjoy it up there in Toronto, because that's where you're going. Who was the player we was talking about moving, though? It wasn't Nylander. It wasn't Tavares. It wasn't player. We'll go with trade value. That'll probably help us out here. Nylander, Tavares. We have 2 studs to trade still. And that's it. That is it. Let's see. We better wait a second. Let's see what else Colorado has. Maybe we can do a big blockbuster here. We have to get rid of... We have to get Landeskog. Is Landeskog it? Now we have Landeskog and Makar. So yeah, we're going to do a blockbuster one here. We're going to throw Makar on. We're going to throw Makar. Actually, is this it? Is this everybody? Makar. And then if we throw on, we have to do goalies, of course. We don't want to hurt ourselves, which we might do by doing this, but we have to take this chance. We're going to go Makar, Landeskog, and then we're going to send everybody away that needs to go. We're going to talk Tavares. We're talking Nylander. We're talking holy get fleeced in a trade. We're going to send it. We actually might have... What? We're still not there in trade value? Tavares and Nylander for Kadri, Donskoy, Makar. I don't know. That's a pretty solid trade. You really think? Would you do that, Colorado? I mean, you're talking stud defenseman, Landeskog and Kadri, but stud defenseman, that's a tough one to turn out. It looks like we're going to have to add to this trade. All right, so we're going to have to talk about what we have on defense. We have Morgan Riley and Tyson Barrie. So I thought we had a medium guy. It's Tyson Barrie. I knew there was somebody. So with the one Tyson Barrie, that should make this trade happen. And I lied. It won't make this trade happen. So we're going to throw in a big fish and Morgan Riley over here. Thankfully, this is it. We have these guys to trade and some goaltenders, and we're done. Trade accept. I hope so. I freaking hope so. That was a fleece and a half job right there. So we're done with everybody from a forward perspective here, I do believe. And now we go to goaltender. We have to add Grubauer and, oh man, Frank Hughes has been killing it this year. Is he ever going to take his job? Question for the Colorado fellas. Frank Hughes has been killing it this year. Is Grubauer's job in jeopardy? You guys follow him better than I do. We're going to go Hutchinson. We're going to throw Freddie Anderson. And because we have to trade the entire team away, we are going to go a Tyson Barrie as well. All right, there you guys go, Colorado. You enjoy your players. We'll enjoy ours. Oh, you accepted that? I sure hope so. So we have completed this. Now the question is, how will this team do if we sim it up? It's still Colorado's team. You wouldn't think it would change much. Still McKinnon, Landeskog, Rantanen, Nieto, Kadri, Donskoy. Everything is looking good there. Why is... Oh, that's the guy that's supposed to be playing. Okay, we're good there. Defense is Johnson, Makar, Gerard, Zadorov, and Graves. Hey, Graves is a first-line player, fellas. Come on now. We'll put Gerard there on this so we don't have a -3. And then the goaltending is Grubauer and Frank Hughes. Team's looking pretty solid here. The question is, which team performs better here in the regular season? Is it going to be Colorado? Is it going to be Toronto? We're going to sim up the season and find out when we complete the season. We will catch you guys back here. All right, we have come to season's end. 33, it looked like 41. We picked up a win at the end of the season, 41 and 33. And Toronto missed the playoffs. Colorado, aka Toronto, cannot make the playoffs with these Colorado Avalanche. Clearly, we'll take a look to see how McKinnon did, 87 points. We'll take a look to see how Colorado did, though. Won't go too in depth here with the players. Let's just take a look at how the teams finished this season. Going over to the Central, the newly formed Toronto Maple Leafs dropped 118 points. You're welcome, Colorado. That's great. 57 and 21. They absolutely fleeced the entire conference, the entire league. good for Colorado, but still, it's crazy because as much as we did end up overpaying and giving them extra players, it was Colorado that at the end of the day didn't really, you know, that's still Toronto's team. It's not like they gained anything. They just gained Toronto's team in exchange for Colorado's team, which I guess you could say that's still a great swap here. But yeah, that negated, who was it? Sandin? Was it Sandin they got as well? But that's not a roster player unless they threw him on the starting roster, which they had him there for temporarily. But considering we then gave them more defensemen, you'd think they'd send him back down to the AHL. We will see. We'll see who won the Stanley Cup, though. It probably wasn't Colorado. If it wasn't, then that is where we can conclude things. It was the Dallas Stars. Colorado couldn't quite do it. Otherwise, though, guys, if you enjoyed this video, a big thumbs up and subscribe's appreciated and required. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you next time.